For most people, New Year's resolutions kind of just suck. Part of the reason why this is the case is because people just don't tend to stick with these, but another main reason why New Year's resolutions usually don't turn into consistent action is because most people set some lofty, ambiguous goal without a clear plan to actually follow through on what they say they're going to do. And if you're a real estate professional or real estate investor, this is even more important to you today because as messy of a year as 2020 has been, this has paved the way for 2021 to be full of opportunity, whether you're looking to do your first deal in the real estate industry or looking to land your first job in the field. So in this video, what I wanted to do is share a goal setting process that you can use for 2021 that will actually push you to do what you say you're going to do, and the three most important questions you should be asking yourself today to maximize your chances of success in the new year. Hey, this is Justin from breakintocre.com, and if you're new here on this channel, we talk about real estate investing careers and real estate investment analysis. So if you're looking to break into the industry or do your first or next commercial real estate deal, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos as soon as they're released. Now, there is no shortage of different methods of goal setting out there, but most of this is generic advice for the average person doing average things. But if you're watching this video, you're probably not the average person looking to do average things. And if you're watching this video, real estate is likely on your radar, whether you're looking to do your first deal on your own or you're looking to break into the industry working for a larger real estate firm. And to make one or both of those things a reality when setting goals for the upcoming year, there are really three important questions that every real estate professional should be asking themselves at the beginning of each year to make clear, measurable goals for the next 12 months and a game plan for achieving those goals as well. So to start off this list, the first question to ask yourself heading into the new year is, who am I going to meet? Now, this isn't meant to be some sort of general type of person, but actual individuals that you've identified as people that can help you move forward with your career. So if you're looking to land a new job, this could mean setting up a meeting with the companies you're targeting or even the hiring manager who you would aim to be working for. LinkedIn makes it easier than ever to both find these people and also contact them directly, and as long as your message is respectful, you have very little downside in attempting to make a new connection. And if you're already working in the industry or you're doing deals on your own and you're looking to find more deals in the new year, this could mean connecting with brokers you haven't connected with before in your target market and property type, or committing to contacting a certain number of property owners directly every week. And if you're raising capital to do your own deals, this could involve setting up a meeting with a specific investor you want to connect with, or setting a goal for a certain number of potential investors you want to meet with every month. For any of these things, the more specific and tangible you can make these targets, the more likely they are to materialize. So if you can detail out specific people that you want to meet, depending on what your goals are for the upcoming year, this is going to be the most impactful exercise that you can do. Now, aside from asking yourself who you're going to meet, the next question that real estate professionals should be asking themselves heading into the new year is, what am I going to learn? And if you're in school, academic coursework specifically related to real estate would count here, but this is also education outside of traditional schooling directly focused on helping you become a better real estate professional. So this could mean getting your real estate license, learning real estate financial modeling through coursework like the classes inside Break Into CRE Academy, or getting an Argus certification to better understand the software and improve your resume in the process. And if you're working in the industry right now, this could be the continuing education you're planning to pursue, new projects you plan to tackle that you haven't taken on before, or any other activities that are really going to take you outside of your comfort zone and push you to do things that you don't know exactly how to do right now. The goal here is to be able to look back today a year from now and see yourself as a much more experienced and well-rounded real estate professional, and anything you can do to help with that goal, the better off you're going to be. And by using the "what am I going to learn" question to guide your actions, this helps you navigate the activities, courses, or projects you're going to need to take on in the new year in order to make this happen. And finally, aside from the "who am I going to meet" and "what am I going to learn" questions, the final question real estate professionals should be asking themselves heading into the new year is, what am I going to do this year? So this is really where the rubber meets the road and where you're actually going to set some measurable goals around actions you're going to take to get you from where you are to where you want to be. So if you're trying to land a new job next year, you might set a goal to update your resume, have your resume professionally reviewed, and apply to a certain number of open positions before the end of the year. And if you're trying to do your first deal next year, you might set a goal to underwrite 100 active deals, tour 30 of those deals, and put offers in on 15 of those deals that you like most by the end of the year. Now, an important piece of the puzzle here is to make sure these goals are around measurable actions that you have direct control over, and make sure that these are process oriented rather than results oriented. This means that even if your goal is to buy your first property this year, all you really have control over is the amount of deals you underwrite, the amount of deals you tour, and the amount of offers that you put in on those deals. Ultimately, you can't force a seller to agree to a purchase price that allows you to hit your return targets, but the more shots you take, the better your chances are that something is finally going to stick. Now, if you ask yourself these 3 questions, you're going to be well on your way to coming up with some clear, attainable goals for 2021. But even with clear, attainable goals, how do you get these to stick, and how do you actually make sure that you're staying on track with everything you set out to do in the new year? Well, first, and probably most importantly, I'd recommend tying each goal that you come up with for the new year to a desirable, specific end result. This means getting clear on the why behind your actions that can push you when things feel inevitably uncomfortable or inconvenient. So if you met those 10 people that you set a goal to meet with and built a relationship with each of them, what would that mean for your career, and what kind of opportunities would open up for you? And if you learned how to build a real estate pro forma model from scratch in Excel, what kind of jobs would open up to you, and how much more money would you end up making? And if you put in 20 offers on deals this year, how would your life change from that experience? And how would your financial situation change if you landed just one of those deals and acquired that first property? If you tie each goal to something that excites you, shifting the focus from hard, scary things that you have to do to the feelings and emotions tied to the possibilities and potential upside that might happen once you've done all of these things, is going to make you much more likely to keep pushing through even when things get tough. Now, aside from tying your goals to an end result, you also want to make sure that your goals feel attainable but also urgent as well. And with that, the next thing to make sure that these goals stick throughout the year is to chunk these goals down into seasons and put a deadline on each. For example, if you set out to make 20 offers on properties this year, you might set a deadline for April 1st to have your first 5 offers in, July 1st to have your first 10 offers in, October 1st to have your first 15 offers in, and to have a full 20 offers sent out to sellers by the end of the year. And if you set out to apply to 20 new jobs this year, you might set March 1st as the deadline for having your resume updated, May 1st as the deadline for applying to 10 of those jobs, and August 1st as the deadline for applying to another 10 roles. Making goals that are smaller and shorter term in nature tend to make those goals feel much more achievable, and also keep those goals much more top of mind when other parts of life inevitably just get in the way. And finally, aside from breaking goals down, setting deadlines, and tying goals to an end result, the last tip here to make your New Year's goals stick is to add a penalty for not doing the things you set out to do. And to make this consequence the most meaningful, especially for real estate investors who are generally pretty money conscious, is to make the penalty for not taking action financial, and to make it significant as well. So if your goal is to put out 20 offers next year, this could mean getting together with a friend and agreeing to give that friend $1,000 if you don't have 5 purchase offers submitted by April 1st of this year. And if your goal is to make 20 new connections this year, you might also agree to give that friend $1,000 if you haven't contacted at least 5 new connections by April 1st. As much of a motivator as positive emotions can be, loss aversion tends to be a significantly stronger behavior driver in humans than working towards a goal to gain something, especially for real estate investors who are working so hard to try and make money, and losing money just for failing to take action can be a huge motivator for getting things done. Now again, it's important to note that all of these goals should be action-oriented rather than result-oriented, based only on the things that you can control. What you don't want is a goal that is going to require you to maybe put your first deal under contract or to land a new job by a certain date, only to end up making a bad investment decision by overpaying for a deal at the 11th hour or taking a job you don't really want just for the sake of achieving your goal on time. Overall, if you ask yourself the questions, who am I going to meet? What am I going to learn? And what am I going to do this year? And then create meaningful, specific goals around your answers to each of those questions, you're going to set yourself up to have a very successful, very focused, and hopefully very profitable 2021. And speaking of goals, at the beginning of this year, I set out to create at least one video for you guys every week in 2020, and that was able to happen thanks to your support and you guys showing up every week. This year we hit 20,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me, and even though this is a really small number for most YouTubers, I still can't believe that all of you guys show up to hear what I have to say, and I really appreciate your support. Over the last couple years, this channel has been around. So thanks so much for being part of the Break Into CRE channel. Here's to a very successful 2021 for you. And as always, if you want some additional help making this new year your best one yet, make sure to check out Break Into CRE Academy, which will help you master real estate financial modeling and analysis, value real estate deals, build your network, or land a new or better job in the real estate industry this year. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all your support this year. Have a safe and happy New Year's Eve, and I'll see you in 2021.